Okay, welcome back everyone. So in the last lecture we learned that there are two basic types of transistors. One is the bipolar junction transistor and another is the field effect transistor. So in this lecture we will be learning in details what the bipolar junction transistor is and what its terminals are and how it operates, etc. and etc. Okay, so a bipolar junction transistor is called a BJT in short. So as we discussed in the last lecture, that a BJT is basically a current controlled current source. All right, it is drawn like this. Okay, so it is a three terminal 2-port device. Okay, or a 2-port 3-terminal device, whatever you call it. Why is that? Because as you know that well, it has 3 terminals, as we can see. Okay, this is one terminal, this is one terminal, and this is another terminal. Okay, so it is a 2-port device because it has 2 ports. It has an input port, which is here. This is the input port, and an output port, which is here. Okay, this is the output port. So one of the terminals is common between both the input port and the output port. Okay, simple enough. So the 3 terminals that we see in a BJT, these 3 has specific names. This terminal is called the base. This terminal is called the emitter, and this terminal is called the collector. Okay, so the current that flows through these terminals also have these names. So the current that flows through the base terminal, this is called the base current. The current that flows into the collector terminal, this is called the collector current, and the current that flows through the emitter terminal, this is called the emitter current. Okay, simple enough. So as we know that this is a current controlled current source, all right, that means the input current controls the output current. So the input current is the base current, right, IB, and the output current is the collector current, which is IC. That means the output current IC is something times the input current. Okay, so this something is called the gain of the device. All right, this is called the gain, and in standard terminology this gain is denoted by the letter beta. Okay, so in the last lecture we had been speaking generally of current of controlled sources, and we use the letter K to denote the gain. So here K and beta, this beta is denoting the same thing as K. Okay, in standard, it is standard convention for a BJT to denote the gain by beta. All right, so well, that's about it. These are the naming conventions of a bipolar junction transistor. So next we will see how a bipolar junction transistor behaves. Okay, so so suppose to find the behavior of the bipolar junction transistor, we need to connect this bipolar junction transistor in a circuit. All right, so this bipolar junction transistor has a specific symbol in a circuit. The symbol for a BJT is this. Okay, a BJT is drawn using this symbol. All right, so if I match with the previous figure, this terminal is the base, this is the emitter, this is the emitter, and this is the collector. All right, well, this is just the symbol. How we draw this? We draw this by well, Well, you can see we give a bar here and an arrow here. This arrow denotes the direction of the current source. Okay, this arrow denotes in which direction current will flow.